Hi, I'm Lazarus, and you are watching BritAsia TV. Well, it's kind of like two things that I've been juggling together for the longest time. I'm trying to think, did I start off trying to go into medicine, or did I start off trying to go into rap? It's kind of blurry, but at any rate, I started early on my journey on both. And, I'd been practicing, as a hip-hop artist, on my rhymes and stuff before I went to university. So when I went to university is when I really went to pursue the career of medicine. And I started doing pre-medicine at that time. And at the same time, I was so passionate about writing rhymes and doing hip-hop that I would be stepping out of my biology class or my chemistry class, and I would go right into the battle ciphers where all the people were, kind of in a circle freestyling and stuff. I would just jump right in and start doing that. So that was my hobby. But then, over time, that became like a second career to me, and medical school just came out of nowhere. It's like I got accepted to medical school. Now what do I do? I mean, being a Desi, being a South Asian, obviously, growing up, the mentality, as expected, is always, beta, be a doctor, be an engineer, be a lawyer. This is the key to success, especially being Desi. You bring up the concept of being a rapper, and it's like, that's just like beyond comprehension. You can't even think. It's like you just said something and it just went that way. Being a rapper and being Desi, how is that even possible? But like over time, you have to prove to them that is something, a possibility. It's like when you look at the people out and you see that there's no Desi faces. Me growing up at that time, there was no such thing as a Desi, a brown person grabbing the mic and rapping. It was just non-existent. So for me to even like mention those things to my parents or anyone in the community, it's like you're literally talking about doing something no one has ever done before. So like you're crazy, right? Yeah, I think that comes, any Desi parent puts pressure on their kids to become doctors, particularly doctors. So that pressure was there, but that wasn't the only pressure that motivated me to do well in school. I mean, there was a lot of factors. I mean, I had my grandmother passing away, and I had an intrigue in medicine. It's not like I blindly got forced into it. Like I liked learning about the body and the way it works. And the more I got into medicine, the more I appreciated the work of God. And I just feel it's amazing, to be able to learn how we're all composed and how to treat people that have problems and illnesses in the world. The major setbacks that I faced being South Asian is that nobody took you serious. Like people always just looked at it like, yeah, in your dreams, like whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're trying to accomplish, it's like, you can dream about it at night, but when you wake up in the morning and the sun comes up, that dream is gone. And that always motivated me, because I was like, I had so many people, close people to me, distant people telling me the same thing. But deep down in my own heart, I said, no, I will do it. I have to do it. I'm going to make it happen. And I kept that determination. Every day I woke up in the morning with that determination. And here I'm now touring the world with the greatest rap group of all time, the Wu Tang Clan, and getting respect from 10,000, 20,000 people at one time. And so to me, I'm already on that journey. It's a beautiful feeling. It's like a mutual kind of respect. You look out and you see other artists of various backgrounds, and they're doing their thing, and it's like, you keep putting yourself out there, and that's the most important thing about it to me, is that I put myself out there so much that I was able to get recognized by legends. I work with D12, Eminem's group. I work with Royce the 5'9". I recently did a video and song with Ghostface Killah, who's one of my favorite MCs of all time, of the Wu Tang Clan. And to have people like that telling me that they enjoy my lyrics and they like the way I put something together, or the fact that they patted me on the back and said that I could do it, that eradicated all those negative thoughts that came early on in my my career. Yes, I'm really excited about that track. The track, it's called Maharaja. It's for Jinder Mahal, who was the WWE champion. and a good friend of mine. And the record is crazy. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. My man Teflon put it together. We got it's me, Raftar, and Sikandar, KKG on the song, and Manj Music is the producer of that record, and it's fire. I mean, I went in the booth with a lot of energy when I did that song, and I can't wait for the world to hear it. And it's good for, I feel like it's good energy for the South Asian movement, because I'm really happy to see what he's doing as being an ambassador for the South Asian people in the WWE. Because the thing that's inspirational about that I feel should be for all South Asians, the fact that he is representing for 1.89 billion South Asians in the WWE, which is looked at by all races of people. And you have Desi people that make music for Desi people, but I feel that it's also very important for Desi people to make music about their struggles that the whole world can see. I would want to work with a lot of the MCs that are coming out, like the J. Coles and the Kendrick Lamars. Obviously, Eminem. I can't really talk about any details about that actually right now, but I would want to work with some of the other legends in the hip hop world that came up that made me who I am, like Talib Kweli, Rakim, KRS-One, those kind of MCs. Yeah, I would, but the thing about me is everything I do has to make sense. So I don't ever want to be the type of artist that does something just because that's the way to get popular, or that's the way to gain, traction or momentum. Like if I want to gain traction or momentum, I want to do it in a way that's still true to the intrinsic value of what I feel hip hop is. And so, long story short, I'm not trying to do like corny songs, but if it's something that is, that coincides with who I am and what I'm about, and it makes sense, then I would love to do something like that. My advice to aspiring Asian rappers is don't ever feel that you're inferior. I feel like growing up, there's a lot of people that I knew that were Asian or South Asian that kind of gave up on their dreams, not just to be musicians, but to be entertainers and to be sports, athletes and things of that nature, just because they felt like it was impossible. Like there's this inferiority complex there. It's like you're substandard, and you kind of mentally feel like you're substandard. Growing up, here we're here in Birmingham and we're in the UK, but growing up in America also, it's like you're the minority, so you kind of have that feeling of being pressed down and not feeling like you're strong enough to overcome that. And I just want to tell people, don't ever think like that, because you can do and be whatever and whoever you want to be, because it's all right here, and it's all right here. Every day is bringing something crazier and crazier. Right now, I'm doing like I said, the Wu Tang Clan tour. I'm about to go to Miami to do a tour with Ghostface Killah and Raekwon. I got a project coming out with Hobson and on Bazaar's album, and Eminem is supposedly featured on that track too. But it is what it is. And then on top of that, I'm going to continue. I'm doing this Jinder Mahal track. We're about to go to India, and we're going to shoot that. I'm also working with Dr. Zeus. He's actually, we're getting in the studio today. We're working on a big record that we're going to be doing, collaborating with Shah Rukh Khan on the project. So it's going to be real dope. Spreading like a stage 4 adenocarcinoma, striking like an African cobra, leaving a trap rapper trapped in a coma like they have an aroma. The only rapper bragging that he have a diploma. Lazarus rose up when Allah gave the power to Isa. Peace be upon him, but not a problem is a devouring feature. Bring your Tarzans and I'ma show you in this jungle I'm Caesar. Something like ether, leaving MC's body for sport. Charge rape on stations playing Little Yachty in court. Deport Donald Trump to Scotland. Demanding a bank some ransom while I'm holding a Rothschild's child hostage. Hunting your pops prosperous. Ain't no competitor, one a vendetta with the predator ready to sever the head of these false prophets. When I drop this, I'm drawing a picture to get you to think I'm like a Picasso, making your mind grow. 2007 originated the God flow. I'm like a cocaine joke that comes rushing with every percussion that causes a concussion. When I come running up, call me Usain Bolt. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter at LAZ Detroit, at Laz Detroit. And shout out to my team, Dream Team. Shout out to the Laz Army. That's my brand. And look out for me. I'm coming. And thanks for watching on BritAsia TV.